everyone, Citrus Aviation here with another video, and for the final aviation news this week video for 2019, I just wanted to start off with, something a little different than normal. We're going to start off with some of the models I got for Christmas, since that seems to be a popular trend these days on YouTube. I got two model aircraft for Christmas. This is the NG models United 757-200 without winglets. And this is the Aero Classics United 757-200 in the blue tulip livery. This is a new mold from Aero Classics, and of course this is the NG. Both of these molds are actually really similar, and I'll get into that in my reviews of the models. But yeah, I'm really excited to have the models. A model that actually arrived the same day the other two did is the United Express CRJ550. This was a pre-order I had made. It was not a Christmas model, but it's a good model. And then this is a model I purchased used recently. It's a second 2014 release Delta MD8. I'm very happy to have this one to add to the collection. And that was a recent purchase as well. And then I just picked up from the store today the items I need to finish the Atlanta airport. So I had been using this foam stuff, but there was an issue with it where it doesn't bond well to glues, and so it just ends up leaking, seeping through the glue, as you can see right here. It just causes holes in the foam instead. So I'm going to be using wood, and I have this wood glue that I have laying around the house, and so I'm using that. And so went to Hobby Lobby, got these two boards here that I'll use for the roof, and then I will cut these balsa wood rods to make the supports a little bit like here, and that sort of thing. And then I will use these styrene seats to make the walls like I had here. The styrene seats actually worked great. And I bought this glue, which is going to be used for model projects, so I can finally build those model 1/72nd scale military aircraft I bought. I hadn't shown that yet on the channel, but I did buy those. And I also saw The Rise of Skywalker today for the first time. New Star Wars movie. The movie's a mess, but it's kind of an enjoyable mess at times. Anyway, that's my thoughts there on the movie. So we are now going to head back to our normal programming. Welcome back to the show. Citrus Aviation here with another Aviation News This Week video. And I first want to thank you all for the amazing year this channel has had so far. It started back in May, and now we're 7 months in. We're at 244 subscribers and over 9,000 views, so thank you for that very much. I am very happy that you guys enjoy the videos. Due to space issues with my computer, sometimes it'll be a while before I get to making the custom thumbnails on these videos, because Photoshop thinks I'm out of storage, even though I'm not, which is annoying. But anyway, we'll get started with the photos of the week for Aviation. And again, I want to thank you so much for the great support you guys have shown the channel in the first 7 months. So the very first picture here is this really cool picture of an Illinois Air National Guard KC-135 refueling a Wisconsin Air National Guard F-16, and then there's a regular Air Force F-16 back there. You can see the full details here, and yes, it is a Wisconsin Air National Guard. Anyway, this picture was taken in Wisconsin, USA on the 11th of March 2019. In this picture, you can actually see the Oshkosh Airfield, where they hold the biggest air show in the world, essentially, for military and private aircraft. So that's really cool. And this shot's really nice, winter time to fit with the season. So I decided to pick this up. The next up, we have a pair of F-18s in flight in England. This picture was taken on July 18th, 2019. The registration of this aircraft is J-5012, and these are both Swiss Air Force FA-18Cs. The previous picture of the KC-135 was registered 62-3515. But anyway, the F-18 shot is really amazing. As to get an in-air shot like this is incredible. I think this guy has taken a few other pictures I've featured before. There was an F-16 and a few others. But it's a really good picture anyway. Next up, we have a water bomber picture taken in Istanbul. This aircraft is a Birev BE-200ES, registration 21512. This picture was taken in Istanbul on the 21st of September 2019. The previous two pictures, the F-18s, that was taken on July 18th, and then the KC-135 taken on March the 11th. Next up, we have this really cool image I found on LSNET of 6 aircraft in a row. You can see there's 6 of them right there, all towing onto a taxiway or on the taxiway. And yeah, it's just really cool. The first aircraft is Red Star's Oscar Yankee Papa Hotel Delta. It is a Piper PA-46-500 TP. It's that very first little private aircraft there in front, and then behind there appears to be a Finnair A320, and then I think a Beechcraft Kinnear, and then there's a Finnair A350, and then in the back is a Nippon 787-9 with a de Havilland of some kind behind it. So this is a really nice sight. You don't usually get to see too many pictures like this with all these aircraft lined up. Whenever you do, it's pretty special, and this picture is really special right here. This one was taken on the 2nd of October 2019. And then the final awesome picture we have for the year is of this Delta 767-400 mid-air flight over some snowy regions. This is of November 8, 482 Mike Hotel. It's the 767-432ER. And this is really cool. It's shown as in-flight over Greenland. And this information says it was taken on board a Swiss 777 en route from Zurich to Chicago O'Hare. This was taken on the 13th of October 2018. And this is a really cool and epic shot. I like this one very much. So we've got a bunch of fleet news for the week. Starting here with this aircraft that belongs to Sunwings. It is advertising the Grand Palladium Hotel and Resorts. And this aircraft is registered as Charlie Foxtrot Echo Victor Delta, taken in Ontario, Canada on the 8th of December 2019. So it's yet another special livery Smart Wings aircraft. And the aircraft type is the 737-8Q8 with winglets. Next up, Air Baltic has a brand new livery, or should I say a refresh of the livery. This is about the least change I've seen for new livery ever. This is the very first A220-300 shown on Uniform Lima Charlie Sierra Alpha. This is the first one they had delivered over 3 years ago. And all they've changed is they've extended the green down onto the fuselage. And they might have done a couple little things with the font. I think it just says Baltic on the tail. I think it used to say Air Baltic. But other than that, a couple like really minor changes. The new livery is like not different at all. And this picture was taken on the 9th of December 2019 in Madrid. Next up, the very first all-electric aircraft took to the skies for Harbour Air. This aircraft is a de Havilland -8. This aircraft is a de Havilland -2 Beaver Mark 1. Aircraft registered as Charlie Foxtrot Juliet Oscar Sierra. This is a really cool looking aircraft. I don't know how practical these electric aircraft will actually be, but we'll have to see. Electric cars are getting pretty practical, so maybe electric aircraft will be. Anyway, it's cool to have one nonetheless. It's cool to see this. Although, ironically, electric aircraft and cars are not environmentally friendly. That's actually a popular scam because the materials required to make them create a lot of emissions and pollution and so on. So, you know, kind of defeating the argument there. But anyway, that's a argument or, you know, conversation for another time. But anyway, this aircraft is cool, and we'll move on to the next one, which is the Islamic Republic of Iran. Yeah, that's totally true. They are 100% a republic, not a religious dictatorship. Anyway, they have gotten their very first A340-313. This aircraft is registered Echo Papa-India Golf Alpha. This aircraft was taken on the 12th of December 2019. Next up, this is going to be probably the headline or the last item. But anyway, this one is the very first ERJ E175-E2 took to the skies. They recently did their first test flight. This was on the 12th of December 2019, just same as the last one. This aircraft is registered as Papa Romeo-Zulu X-Ray Mike. And this aircraft is an ERJ 190-500 STD. I didn't realize these are called 190s, but anyway, it's really interesting. The E175-E2s, the thing that I really notice about them is there's no middle row emergency door anymore over the wing. which is really interesting. Instead, they're doing a small hatch just in front of the wing section there. You can see with the little red, there's like little red brackets around it, you can see. And then obviously the wing shape is different with the new engines, and obviously no winglets on these. There is a little cone that you can see hanging from the tail that's being dragged behind the aircraft. That's something they just do for testing. Those will not be on the delivery models. And then in tow, chasing it, is a Python. I believe it's Python 350 or 450. It's one of the smaller ones. But it's really cool to see that the new E175s are coming. I believe the launch customer for these is going to be Republic Airways, so you'll be seeing pretty much every major US carrier operating these very quickly. And Republic has these, and so you'll see them flying with United colors, American colors, and maybe even Delta colors as well. But that should be within about a year that you'll see these coming out. So if you're interested in spotting them, wait about a year and you should see them. By the way, this is an interesting looking aircraft. I've yet to decide on how I feel about this aircraft. I like the E190 too, so I'll probably like these too. Alrighty, this is probably one of the coolest news, even though I'm a bit late to it. On December 14th, 2019, spotted at DFW, in of course Texas, America, is the very first new livery United 787-10. Registers November 12010. This is a brand new aircraft. Looks really good. I really like the new livery on the 787s. Again, this is one of my favorite liveries of the year. I realize I'm spoiling the best and worst liveries of the year video a little bit, but this is going to be one of my top 10 liveries, favorite liveries. And speaking of those videos, those should be out the day after this comes out, maybe the same day. This will be favorite liveries of 2019, worst liveries of 2019. It will be two separate videos, but they will be uploaded and launched at the same time. Alright, the last two news items. Thomas Cook aircraft are being dispersed, just like the WOW Air aircraft were, and Vietjet has been acquiring a bunch of the WOW Air aircraft and now Thomas Cook aircraft. So this aircraft is registered as Victor November Alpha 532. It's an A321-211, and it's a former Thomas Cook aircraft. This aircraft was spotted in its slight repaint on the 30th of December. So often when an aircraft is turned over to an airline, particularly one that just went bankrupt, they won't fully repaint. They'll just like put the name on it and that sort of thing and the new country registration, but they'll often keep the old livery for a while. So that's really cool. So if you're spotting in East Asia, Southeast Asia, you might see some former Thomas Cook aircraft flying around. And then the final news, probably the headline news, is that Citylink got their very first A330neo. They even have a special livery for it, first A330neo. This aircraft is registered as Papa Kilo Golf Yankee Charlie. It's an A330-941. And that is taken at a city that I am not even going to try to pronounce. It was taken on the 30th of December 2019. So, that is it for the news for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This will be the last Aviation News This Week video for the 2019 year and for the 2010s decade. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your week, and God bless you.